Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a modern build because your girl loves a modern build. Y'all know me. Shout out to T-Hall as well for the beautiful build idea. And yeah, we're basically going to recreate it as much as we can in The Sims, but then we're going to give it our own like little dilly flip, I suppose, and just make a few changes along the way. And of course, when you only have the front view of the house to work from, you kind of have to make up the rest. You have to make up the floor plan, the sides of the house, and the back of the house. So first up, I wanted to create this like staircase kind of going up from the front. And yeah, it actually comes up from gravel, but I actually like grass a lot more. So I thought we'd just go with that. And I also decided to go with this kind of U-shaped front. So there's a couple of different pathways. Now, my reason for this is also because, as you can see in the photograph, there's a garage, right? But the thing is, as much as we love having garages in house builds, we don't really have a purpose for them in The Sims 4. Like, The Sims 4 doesn't have cars. So I personally don't really like having garages. So for this building, I thought, okay, we'll create the same scale of what the garage is, but we're gonna turn it into something else. And I thought it would be kind of fun with this whole COVID work from home movement that's going on in the world right now to create a work at home studio space, which the staircase on the right hand side of the picture is going to lead up to. So it's going to be half a home, it's going to be 3 bedrooms, and then the staircase on the right is going to lead up to a balcony area where your Sims can do artwork. There's going to be a beautiful studio fit with a kitchenette and a little dining area as well. So it's kind of like you going to the office, but it's attached to your house. It would actually be the dream for me to have that. That would be pretty cool. So that's just what we're creating right now. It was also good to get back into building. I haven't built a house in The Sims for ages, it feels like. I mean, I have on live streams, but I haven't really on YouTube been uploading as many build videos. And some of you guys might be wondering, why am I not uploading as much? To be honest, I'm just having a bit of a break for the last couple of months. I've slowed down a bit with the content, and I'm actually taking my time to be a much healthier person. I used to grind all the time, just working all the time. And to be honest, you get to a stage where you burn out, and I've kind of learned that I need to take some time off for me as well. So the videos are gonna start being more consistent. There's also live streaming. If you wanna check out my Twitch channel, we have a lot of fun on there. It's a little crazy at times, but I think we all enjoy hanging out, and we do a lot of builds over there that you don't see on this channel. And then the other place I was gonna let you guys know about, in case you don't already know, is I have a second channel where I post my Twitch live streams. So if you wanna watch like real-time builds or us playing a few other games, you can see all of that goodness in real time and really get to know the real Deli behind the YouTube facade. I mean, there's not really that much of a facade, but I feel like it's unedited, it's fun. Anyway, this is the kitchen, and I actually really love the floor plan of this house because you just get to flow through the house. I think it's gonna be really good in your gameplay because The Sims, their routing, aka how they walk around the place, isn't going to be very interrupted with a lot of doors and whatnot in the way. One part I love about this is that the kitchen, you actually walk through to get to the second lounge room. Then you can walk back through the kitchen, pick up plates before you go to the dining room and then to the lounge area, or the first lounge area. So this kitchen is pretty awesome. And of course, you are probably noticing we are using custom content. I am like fully all for custom content at the moment. I used to be very much focused on just EA Maxis items, so no custom content whatsoever. You guys probably remember that, who've been here for a while. But I really feel like since The Sims 4 is, you know, the lifespan of The Sims 4 is pretty long. By now, our other titles, we're probably coming to the end of their life, and we might have a new Sims game coming out usually. But The Sims 4 is still going. It's still holding on. And you know what? I still think it looks pretty good. Of course, we're not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. There's a lot of issues with it as well. But it still looks good. It still runs well, at least on my computer, most of the packs. But I do feel like in terms of creativity and the items in the game, I need like custom content to spice it up a little bit and really create what I want to create. And a lot of the time that is more modern and sophisticated homes. So I like, you know, a designer home, like a dream home. I love furniture like this. So I have gone to town with custom content, and I only use the best of the best custom content that I know about. Obviously, there's a lot out there that I don't know about yet, and I'm not saying that these are the only custom content pieces you should have in your game because the rest are no good. I'm not saying that. These are just trusted CC creators that I always use in my game, and I'm so happy to recommend them to you because I feel like downloading things that aren't native to the game, you've always got to be a little bit careful and wary because you don't want it to stuff up your game. You don't want to download a virus. So I'm going to, in the description down below, link all of the custom content I've used. And one of the new custom content packs I'm really loving is this lounge room. And this lounge pack is so good. So in this lounge pack, there's by Harrie, or Hey Harrie, and also Felix Andre. They've created a lounge room with these couches. They've also made other couches, rugs, a fireplace. That painting above the fireplace is actually a TV. I did a review of it recently, so you guys can check that out as well. But this is called, what is this called again? Oh no, I've totally forgotten the name of it. I always forget the name of these packs. They have creative names. You know, they've got Kichen, Jardane, Tiny Twavellers, all of that good stuff. And this is Livin Rum. So there you go. If you're looking for some new lounge stuff, you're probably gonna like this. And then the rest of it, you know, apart from the custom content I've used, I'm using a whole heap of different packs from EA, which do have great items as well. But I do like a bit of custom content. But for me, the custom content has to suit the aesthetic of the game. I'm not an alpha girl. Alpha meaning like custom content that's a different style. Usually it's more realistic. Usually it looks maybe slightly more like anime focused. I don't deal with that. I want it to look exactly like as if EA had made it, because I want it all to work beautifully together with what's already in the game and the Sim style. So that means it is a little bit hard to pick what is custom content and what isn't, but you guys who know the game really well, you probably know what's in the game and what isn't. But I mean, like these lights, that rug, that dining table, those chairs, they're all custom content. They're pretty good. And the curtains are from Kichen pack, which I use all the time. So probably from now on, a lot of the builds you see are going to be using a lot of custom content. It's also free. The only thing that sucks about using custom content, there's two things that sucks and that I feel kind of bad about. Number one is you guys who play on console, because you can't get custom content on console if you have the Sims. So that does suck. However, you can still download the house without the custom content. I'm about to cough. Pardon me. It's been a hot day here. The aircon is on. I get a little bit of asthma. So that does suck. I also have uploaded this house onto the gallery as a shell. So if you want to furnish it, say you have some limited packs, if you're on console and you don't have the custom content available, you can download the shell of this house and just furnish it any way you want. The floor plan's done, and put in windows for new windows, etc. So you can do that. Just look for my username Deligracy, and also the finished build is also up there too. So you can totally download that as well. So username Deligracy, just make sure on the filters to check show builds with custom content, because obviously it's flagged. And how cute is that little, I was about to call it a mushroom, that little cow plant. I love that just came out with, not Supernatural, not Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, my memory today is so bad. What is going on? The Sims paranormal stuff. That's the one. Yeah, cool. Whew. For a second there, I thought I couldn't remember. I actually did see a post on Twitter the other night that a lot of other streamers I follow, they were responding to it, and someone was saying, since streaming and doing YouTube for a few years, I think my brain's changed because I'm super forgetful and I find it really hard to focus on things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. But maybe we're all the same. Maybe we're all becoming forgetful. But yeah, I totally felt like maybe it's the streaming that's making me so forgetful and like not being able to focus on things. I didn't know. So if you guys have any idea about that, I'm curious to hear what you think. And this room here, because we've done the main lounge room, I guess we did like a formal lounge room, we've done the dining room, we've done the kitchen, and now this is going to be more of like a casual family room. So the couches are a little less sophisticated looking, although they're still really nice couches, the ones we end up picking. That rocking chair is amazing. That's also from the Livin pack. There's also going to be a few like kid-friendly things here because the bedrooms I've made to look like they have a young child and also a younger teen. I suppose a child and a tween, you would call them. So we're about to put those in upstairs, and the master bedroom is just to the right here. I'm so glad this floor plan worked out because it often is the case that when you try and build a house you see a picture of, you do the outside of the house to make it look like the picture, and then you go into the interior of the house to do the floor plan, and it's a hot mess. You're like, I have no idea how this house works in real life. I have no idea what the back of this house was meant to look like, or the sides. I don't know if what I've done is gonna work. But for this house, the floor plan just fell into place. So it was perfect. It was a good simming session. And we did start this on a live stream, but I finished it off in my own time whilst watching The Good Wife, which I might add I am enjoying. And I actually watched The Good Fight first and went back to The Good Wife. Still loving it. But what I'm loving even more, actually no, about the same, is WandaVision. Okay, I know this is going down another track, but that is a good show. I'm not even a Marvel fan and I am into it. So I don't know why I just decided to talk about that, but it's a great show. Maybe we can do some builds inspired by it. So yeah, this lounge room's coming together really nicely. I think these couches were by Hey Harrie and they're actually from her country club pack or country pack. I think, I'm gonna double check that, but I'll make sure to link it in the description down below. But I thought these couches were just really nice, basic couches. They kind of had that leather look, come in some great colorways. Using my favorite base game bricks as well. I love those white bricks from base game. This shelf from Eco is amazing. We love it. These paintings are beautiful as well that we're about to put up on the wall. Wait, I think we're about to put them up on the wall. I might have got that wrong. So yeah, it's just a real blend of using what's in the game and what is custom content. And also the flooring is from Eco Lifestyle too. Sometimes people think that flooring's custom content. It's not. It's from Eco. It's one of my favorite floorings. Love to see it. So yeah, nice family room over here. Love those paintings. And then on the left-hand side, we're gonna put in some like little kid craft tables because I wanted to have an area in the family room where the kids can play. Might I add, I have no idea how you would actually live here with a young family because I feel like it looks so pristine and clean and nice. It would just get so messed up by kids. It doesn't look kid-friendly to me, not that I'm a parent, but I just get the vibe that maybe in real life it would be difficult. Who knows? I also love that I'm using a lot of plants in this too. I feel like plants have really taken off like crazy the last couple of years. We have plant fluences, people. I mean, plants are a big deal at the moment across the globe, and it's a nice thing. I think it's really cool. I don't feel like I'm as into plants as other people are though. Like, I have always liked to have some plants in the house. I might have increased my plants, my plantage, my plantosphere. I have more plant babies than never before, but I have to say, I'm not like wanting to get those cool like wardrobe things that you put them in to like chill them out at their ultimate temperature. And I'm not like feeding them with those bougie plant foods that you can buy now in the little sachets. I'm not like full blown into the plants, but I'd say I've increased my interest in them. And I am really proud to say, you guys, my plants are still living after about 4 years now. So we're going really strong. And this is coming from a girl whose household didn't really have a garden because we couldn't look after it because everything would die. So yeah, that's big news. So this is the craft corner I was telling you guys about. There was only one child that I would imagine who lives in this house. So I figured we only needed one craft table. And then the desk here, this is what I've also used as the dining table from the new Livin pack. but it works as a desk as well. I think it's described as a desk actually. So I thought a nice little laptop, a desk area with a little kitty writing book would be really cute, the little diary. And it would be cool to have a few more things aimed at teens in The Sims 4, I think. There's not actually, because I was thinking about, I'm like, there's all of these activities for kids, but teens really, they get clumped in with the adults, right? Like, they use all the items that adults use. Is there any items that only teens use? I mean, I guess they might have a few options on the computer that adults don't have. Or maybe they're just restricted. And I guess they also have their homework to do. Scouts? I think the teens can be scouts, or is it just kids? But yeah, I don't really know what else the teens are meant to do. What's unique to them? I feel like we need more for them, because it'd be nice to get more into their gameplay. And to be honest, I usually focus probably more on adult gameplay in my own time. I guess because I am an adult, but I feel like there's not as much storytelling potential for teenagers. So moving over here to what would have been the garage in the original house. This is the master bedroom, like I said. We've created a bit of privacy by having those wood panels just in front of the window. Now those wood panels, you can get them in City Living, but I believe these ones I actually got from the little Dica fast food pack that they just released. And I just used those ones because they were the first ones I saw. But you know, I think it's good creating some privacy so it's not like the window looks out onto the front road and people walking past can see it, or Sims walking past can see, and not that they really care. However, if you have the Wicked Whims mod, you will notice that you get a peep in Sim now and then, so it might not be such a bad thing. And I thought this room, you know, the people who live here, they obviously like modern things. They also like maybe a bit of fun, a bit of experimentation with things that are slightly retro, also earthy. They've got a bit of style, you know, it's not like super conservative. It leans to the conservative side of trendy. But I hate that word trendy, actually. Trendy is the most untrendy word to describe trendy. But anyway, their room, I wanted them to obviously still be modern, but I also wanted it to kind of be like a little bit more mature, a little bit of a calming zone away from the kids. Their little retreat area. So we've used like a soft, foamy green, sea foam is what I'm trying to say. And they've got these big curtains that also give them more privacy too. And then over in this corner, I was like, I don't have any idea what to put here. Like, do I put a wardrobe here? Do I put something else here? I had no idea. So for a while, we're just gonna go through many wardrobes. And I think it was Illogical Sims who did the Snowy Escape Plus pack, where they basically took apart some of the items in Snowy Escape. So you'll also notice a few items there where they've been taken from Snowy Escape and split up. So you'll see what I did there when we do the final tour of the house shortly. And then over here is essentially above the garage. So if we're facing the house, we're on the right-hand side of the house, and this is going to be our studio area. I thought this would be really good for an artist sim, but you could definitely turn this into like a writing area. You could turn it into a grandparents area, a little kitchenette. You could even get a housemate to live on this side to contribute to rent, because there is a private bathroom. There is the kitchen with the little bar fridge, coffee, tea. I think it works really well as like an at-home office, so you can do anything you like. And the little table there, we're gonna put some chairs around it that are also from the pack that little Dica made, the fast food pack. It's called Greasy something. So I am forgetting these names. Greasy stuff? It might have just been Greasy stuff. Amazing pack though. Really blew me away, that one, when we reviewed it. So yeah, those chairs are gonna pop up in a second. And I actually really love some of the items in that pack because they're just items that are so common that your memory takes them for granted because you see them so much, you completely forget about them. And we don't have them in the game, such as these like really basic chairs that you see in so many cafes and restaurants, also in people's houses. So I was like, hey, I wanna use those chairs. They look like more affordable chairs that, you know, you're making an at-home office, you've got to get a table and chairs, and you're like, oh, those ones are cheap, let's just get those, and they still look nice. That's what they look like to me. And then over here, I just unlocked a whole heap of base game artwork items. So the little like trolley that you put all the paints on, they are unlocked in the painting career, I believe. And you can unlock them with the BB dot unlock gameplay entitlements cheat. So that's how you unlock those. And then you can create this like gallery room or painting room studio. I also love the bunch of flowers in the vase that you can put in the middle of the room to look like that's what the Sims are gonna paint. And in all fairness, you could get them to paint that if they're at a high enough skill level. So that's kind of cool. The windows also around the place are mostly, I think, from either the Bafroom or Kichen pack. They're really nice windows because you can make them as wide as you want them to be. One of the issues I often have in the game is that the windows aren't wide enough because I want them to be like 3 or 4 tiles wide, but they usually are only 2 tiles wide unless you're using the city living ones. That is for the full length windows. So those ones I find to be really helpful in the game. I think we also used a few snowy escape ones. We might have used some from Greasy stuff. So there's a bit of a mix in there. I also love the concrete wall as you walk into the house because there's so much concrete on the exterior of the original house. I feel like we should have a nice big like feature wall as soon as you walk in. I love industrial materials. I love them. Even though they're typically not very good for the environment, I think they look pretty cool. And even better when they're recycled. So we stand. And I think you can actually get environmentally friendly concrete, or at least less environmental damage is caused by the concrete these days. So that's pretty good. This room is the, I suppose, child's room. I thought it would be fun to do a bit of like a jungle theme. This wallpaper's from the Tiny Twavellers pack by Harrie and Felix Andre. I love this wallpaper with the monkeys. I can't remember, we might change it, but there was, I think in this wallpaper, it might be difficult to see on screen, but there is ever so slightly a purple pink hue in the background, like a sunset. I'd also love to know where that artwork came from. I am unsure if that actually came from the game or if they got it from somewhere else, but I thought it was really nice in any case. This bed was from University, which I thought was, the Juno cover matched the walls perfectly. The side table is from Little Dica, my favorite side tables ever. And yeah, I just wanted to go with this like green, soft purpley colors in the room. Like green and purple, I think go really nicely together. So it's a nice kids' room. They have a lot of toys. I mean, come on, these kids live in like, it's practically a mansion. This house is like brand new. I mean, if I went to someone's house and I walked into this house, I'd be like, whoa, you're loaded. I think I would, it's definitely for an affluent Sim family. Like not many people live in a house like this. So I thought it was pretty cool. That wallpaper is also from the Tiny Twavellers set. The desk is, oh gosh, I think the desk is actually from Snowy Escape. Could be wrong. Wardrobe, get together. I'd love to see some custom content wardrobes actually. I feel like I haven't seen any yet. I know they're out there, I just haven't seen any. But I think a mirrored custom content wardrobe would be pretty fire. Or just like a plain wooden one, I'd love to see that. Because these ones that came with Get Together, don't get me wrong, I'm so glad they're in the game. I love them, but I feel like they don't really look like wardrobes that I have ever seen in real life. Like I feel like the handles, those long metal handles look huge and they kind of look metal in a way, or plastic, the doors. Like I feel like the texture's a bit funny. And honestly, it looks like you're opening like a freezer at a butcher's, you know? Like it looks heavy. Is that just me? Like I don't mean to put down the wardrobes, but I just feel like we needed something that might be a little bit more, what's the word? Casual? It's just an intense wardrobe for me. And I know they have the wooden ones as well, but they look a little dated. They're not really like suited to a modern house. So that would be good. You can see the little purpley snowy escape poof or ottoman we have on the left-hand side of the bed. That's to tie in the purple that is softly in the wallpaper, which I can't even see now, but I saw it in my game, which is quite interesting. And I love the hanging plants. I thought the desk was really, really sweet with the pink chair there. You know, it's all happening. We've got the lolly jar on there from Paranormal Stuff. I can't actually recall if you can interact with that lolly jar. I think it's just decoration, but maybe you can. And I thought that little study nook with the desk and the shelves was really quite sweet, and a nice way to make use of that nook next to the wardrobe as well. Quite a common thing I see a lot in a lot of homes too, so I kind of copied that. And then last of all, we're going to be putting a bit of a school project, I suppose, shelving unit over in the corner as well, so it feels like the kids got a few things that they're showing off that's really, that they're really proud of, you know? I think that's normal to decorate the room with a few things that you've made or some school projects. So I thought that was kind of nice. But that's enough of building and furnishing. I am going to walk through the house with you guys and show you how it turned out, and you should let me know in the comments down below what you think, and if you are gonna download the house, I'd love to see your thoughts on that. Okay, so jumping into the game, this is the house, and I'll also put up what the house originally looked like so you can kind of see what, how we did. So anyway, this is the finished house. If we, have a look around the back, this is what I did at the back. Nothing too crazy, it's not the most attractive back of the house, but certainly not the worst. Like, it's not just a flat thing. I like this overhanging glass area. I thought that was pretty cool as well. So let's take a little bit of a tour, shall we? So I've done some very, very minimal landscaping with those flower bushes. I think those were from Romantic Stuff. If you just go around the side, you can see that there's another door over here from Eco Lifestyle. Barbecue area, which is cool. Nice table as well. Some planters, Batu ceramics, which I actually use it a lot. And then this is the entrance. This is actually a glass door that spins, which is pretty sick. And then we've got our big concrete wall, the stairs here, these amazing artworks that came from the Livin rum pack, as well as this great storage unit. And these keys were actually a request I had for that pack because Harrie and Felix Andre actually asked if there was anything I would like to put in the pack because I've supported their work a bit here on YouTube, and that's what I requested. So hopefully you guys can find that helpful. But anyway, that was really cool to be able to help a little bit. So this is our lounge room, the formal lounge room, the cream seats. They want to keep those clean so the family's not always going to be all over them. That's a TV above the fireplace. Then we've got our dining area. I'm obsessed with these chairs. I think these chairs are so gorgeous. And this painting, they're all living room stuff. This is our galley kitchen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice window here to look out of, even though you kind of look at graffiti and trash. That's cool. Clearly they spent more money on the house than the location, I think this family did. Toy box here. This is the more family-oriented living room. I mean, it's still pretty fancy, okay? This would be my formal living room for sure. We've got the little kids study area, which I kind of love. And then through here, this is the master bedroom. So very simple. Oh my gosh, I left this blank. I swear I put a dresser here. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there, but there was meant to be a dresser. Unless maybe I just completely forgot to finish this room. I don't know what happened. So we got the walk-in wardrobe area. We got a bathroom with double basins. Love that. These subway tiles are actually not from base game. These are by Little Dica from the Greasy pack, which is pretty awesome. And then we go around here. I just thought I'd quickly show you in case you didn't notice while we were building. There is a powder room in here. So if you're wondering if I forgot the main bathroom, there is a guest powder room. So, love this area too, by the way. Let's go up this gorgeous double staircase. But how good is this floor plan? Oh, we got a little roof hole there. That's okay. Maintenance will be done on that. This is just like an upstairs lounge nook. If we go through here, this actually goes to the studio, so we'll check that out in a little while. But over here, this is the tween bedroom, which I didn't actually show, but we went for a lot of blues in here. We got a lovely cloud wallpaper. The cloud wallpaper is from Tiny Twavellers as well. But most of the stuff in here is the EA, I think. Pretty much. But yeah, I wanted a lot of stuff in here. I wanted it to feel lively, a bit of the wicker trend as well. Wardrobe, all of that good stuff. And then if we go back out into the next room, this is the shared bathroom for the kids. Love the browns in this. I'm loving the neutrals at the moment. And then through here is the kids' bedroom. So they've got a really nice view over the quarry. This is more pink, a little bit more girly. So that's sweet. I don't know. So let's go over to here and check out this studio. Pretty nice. Lots of room. Decided to leave this industrial brick look because, hey, you don't have to make this look as refined as the rest of the house. This is where you go to work. So we've got this little bathroom with a shower though, so it's actually pretty good. And the kitchenette, the table, some pencils on the table, so it can also act as a little bit of a study nook. There's lots of abstract paintings around the place for these artists. And then obviously this staircase is where you can enter it without having to walk through the private residence. And then we have this little sitting area as well. So you can have a meeting out here. You can, go on your sketch pad, all of that, listen to some chimes, which is pretty nice. Let me know what you thought of this house, and I hope you enjoyed this build. Comment down below if you'd like to see some more builds and what kind of builds you would like to see, because your girl is back in action. She's back to The Sims and she's loving it. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to y'all soon. Tack tack!